The night was supposed to be a coronation. A celebration. A new chapter written in gold for Jey Uso. When he dethroned Gunther at WrestleMania 41 and stood at the top of the mountain with the World Heavyweight Championship hoisted above his head, it felt like destiny fulfilled. It felt like the culmination of a journey that started in tag team chaos and led him to solo greatness. But in the world of WWE, moments are fleeting. Titles are temporary. And power is always shifting. On the June 9th episode of Raw, in front of millions watching around the world, Jey Uso's championship reign came to a crushing halt. And the man who took it from him. The very same Austrian juggernaut he had conquered on the grandest stage of them all, Gunther. It wasn't just a rematch. It was a statement. Gunther came not just for redemption, but for reclamation. The World Heavyweight title was never meant to be a passing prize for him, it was his purpose. And in that ring, with brutal precision and suffocating dominance, Gunther reclaimed what he believed never should have been taken. But as the dust settled and fans debated the decision, one voice rang louder than most. WWE Hall of Famer. Tag team legend. Bloodline patriarch. Rikishi. Jey Uso's own father didn't mince words. He questioned the creative direction. He questioned the decision to end Jey's reign so quickly. He didn't criticize his son. He criticized the system. Because to Rikishi, this wasn't just a storyline, it was personal. His son had climbed Everest. And then, just like that, the summit crumbled beneath him. But now, the curtain is being pulled back. According to Dave Meltzer in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, the decision to return the title to Gunther wasn't sudden. It wasn't reactive. It was pre-planned. WWE had intended Jey's run to be short from the beginning. Even as Jey stood tall at WrestleMania with confetti falling and fans roaring, the internal roadmap had already been drawn. Gunther's reign may have paused, but it wasn't meant to end. He was always designed to return. Always meant to restore his dominance. Always set to be the hammer that crushed Jey Uso's dreams. So what does this all mean? That Jey was never the long-term champion. That his victory was just a shock value moment for WrestleMania. Or that WWE simply needed a brief detour before recalibrating Gunther's path of destruction. The truth may lie somewhere in between. Jey Uso's title win mattered. It shifted the narrative. It gave fans a hero. It gave Gunther a loss to avenge. But in a business built on momentum and legacy, WWE had long decided that Gunther was their standard bearer. And maybe that's what stings the most for those rooting for Jey Uso. Not that he lost, but that he was always going to. From the start, it raises hard questions. About agency. About destiny. About storytelling. Was Jey's rise a genuine build, or a pre-written rise and fall? And more importantly, what now? Does Jey fade, or does he evolve? Because even in loss, he still has fire. Still has fans. Still has unfinished business. And Gunther. He walks forward again as World Heavyweight Champion. Untouchable. Unmatched. Undisputed. But he does so with the blood of a rival on his hands. A rival who will remember. A rival who may rise again. Because in WWE, nothing stays down forever. Not even heartbreak. So while Gunther celebrates, and the creative team breathes easy, the wrestling world watches with sharper eyes. What will Jey do next? Will Rikishi's words echo through the walls of WWE's offices? Will the fans rally? Or will this be one more chapter of what could have been, for a man who has given everything to become more than a twin, more than a tag team wrestler, more than a supporting act? Jey Uso proved he could carry the gold. Now he'll prove whether he can carry the weight of a fall, and rise from it stronger. Because in WWE, every loss is just a setup for the next fire. And if there's one thing Jey Uso has shown us, it's that he's not done fighting. Not for gold, not for legacy, and not for his name. USO. Out. But maybe, not for long.